expecting it to go live quite so quickly, so I wasn't completely set up. So hello and welcome back to Holistic Healing by Tiamat. Today I am doing a live full moon in Virgo guidance forecast for you today. So today is going to be a little bit different to my usual full moon readings because I am going to do it in stages and steps, and I am also going to do a guided meditation.
Wasn't inspiration, having you was aspirational. You gave me the motivation to put my wheels in motion. I have a house, in it I'll put a mouth and a field for my rain to run and play. Watch me grow from this pain, yeah you'll hear me say, she won this game, said don't be afraid, eh? This is creation through chaos.
Sorry again, I wasn't prepared for it to start streaming quite so quickly. Okay. So first of all, I want to do a guided meditation. There's people behind me, so I'm going to wait for a moment so that we can get some clarity and calm. Literally, someone just said it behind me. Wow, what a synchronicity. The calm before the storm, right? Whoa, okay. So now we've got a little bit of quiet and calm and clarity. I am going to go into the first part of today's reading, which is just to get you prepared for the energies. So I want to get you settled in to this reading. So I'm going to do a guided meditation for you guys. When you are ready, I want you to take a deep breath in. Now I want you to take a deep breath out. Now I want you to hold. Now I want you to take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And hold. Take another deep breath in. And out. And hold. Now I am sensing there are quite a lot of distractions within your auric field, so it may be difficult for you to ground yourself at this present moment. If you are struggling with this, then I would like you to take off your shoes and your socks so that you can just ground yourself. If you're not struggling with this, then that's fine, just carry on. But let's start these breathing exercises again. Take a deep breath in now. Now take a deep breath out and hold. Now take a deep breath in take a deep breath out and hold. Take a deep breath in take a deep breath out and hold. Now, as you let your breathing rate return to normal, I would like you to close your eyes. As you close your eyes, I want you to start to imagine that your feet are in a warm, sandy beach. Now, as you feel yourself starting to drift with the waves downwards into complete relaxation, I want you to focus on the shoreline. What can you see? I want you to focus your attention onto all of the glistening stones that are on the shoreline. All of the different colours, all of the crimson reds, all of the whites sparkling in the light, all of the blacks that are absorbing all of the sunlight. Now I want you to start to allow your attention to drift to the water, to the waves that are crashing along the rocks. I want you to just really feel yourself drifting away, drifting into the water, becoming one with the water. As you allow your gaze to soften, I want you to bring your attention now to the shoreline again. Scanning the shoreline, I want you to have a look. Can you see any shells? What life form is there? Perhaps there are humans. Perhaps you can see some bugs. Perhaps there are even fishes or jellyfishes. Whatever you are creating in your mind's eye, this is right for you. As you start to let your attention now drift towards the horizon line, what can you see? I want you to bring your attention to the skyline now as you start to realize that it is getting darker. As the sun sets now on the horizon line, I want you to really feel a sense of completion. As you reflect upon your day, your week, your month, and the things that you have achieved, I want you to allow yourself just to let those things set with the sun now. As the skyline gets darker and darker, I want you to just be proud of yourself for all that you have achieved. Perhaps all you have done today is just meditate and find inner peace and clarity. Your guides and your ancestors are proud of you. As you look up now, you realize that it is nighttime. You can see a sky full of 1,000 stars stretching out above you. I want you to now look through the skyline, scanning for the moon. Wow! As you allow your attention to really settle onto this big, bright, beaming moon in the sky, I want you to feel this full moon energy in all of your cells. As this high vibrational energy radiates throughout your whole auric space, I want you to thank Mama Luna for being there to illuminate your way through the darkness. Just relaxing now, I want you to set one intention. This is going to be what you are going to manifest on this full moon. I want you to bathe in the glory of this energy as you realize that this manifestation is now coming into full fruition into your life. I want you to fully feel this full moon energy radiating through your whole auric space. Wow. This glowing light is falling down upon you and showing you now that you have secured this manifestation. Relax a little deeper and take a moment to just bask in the the glory of your own majesty and magnificence. Now start to bring your awareness back to your body. As you absorb this energy throughout your present moment and your bodily functions start to react to this, I want you to affirm to yourself by saying, I am manifesting my dream reality. Now say, I am manifesting my dream reality. Knowing now that everything that you have just done has secured your place in the Garden of Eden, I want you to now start to open your eyes and bring your attention to your current physical reality. As you feel this full moon energy radiating throughout your current moment, I want you to feel it going all the way through your body. What sensations can you feel? Perhaps you can feel heat in your feet. Perhaps you are feeling an increase in your heart rate. As you allow this energy just to fill your body all the way from your feet to your head, I want you now to start to spread this energy out throughout the room that you are in. Now, as you ground yourself, I want you to really look at the room around you. Notice any changes that you can see since beginning this meditation, and know that you have shifted your consciousness. Taking a deep breath out now, I want you to just say a thank you to your higher self for engaging in this meditation today. Thank you so much. Amen. Now you can pause this video as you ground yourself in this current energy before we go into the next part of today's manifestation and full moon reading. Getting a drink or a snack if you need to, as this will help you to ground yourself in your present moment. So, I am just going to find the part. Sorry about this. Okay, so I have also got some kind of notes because I'm out here in nature. I wrote some notes so that I could use them as prompts in case I forgot what I was saying or doing, because it can be a little bit distracting when you are outside and doing meditation videos. So, whoops daisy. Whoa, is that okay? Okay, so just ignore any weird noises going on in the background. Sorry about that. I would like to talk with you guys about the general information, so what exactly it is happening today. So, okay, clearing out any and all negative energy as well. It's that Virgo energy today. I'm not really feeling this. It's a no from me. Anyway, so today we are experiencing a full moon in Virgo. This is also known as the worm moon. This is actually, the reason why it is known as the worm moon is because this is the time of year, the beginning of spring, where everything starts to move and it starts to compost itself, and the world around you is starting to prepare itself for the new fertile arrivals in spring. So that is new plants, new life forms, pregnancies in human life, and also pregnancies in creations, in the things that you are creating. So this is a very high vibrational time, extremely high vibrational. Now, pairing this with the full moon in Virgo, this is a very grounding time. This is a very important time to make sure that you are connecting with other people and also connecting with your own lower self. So, you may want to actually wear black, and you may want to wear more lower vibrational colors so that you can ground yourself in your more lower state. Grounding yourself doesn't always have to be a negative thing. Now, a lot of people will talk about low vibrational realities and your lower self as if it is a bad thing. However, once you have healed your lower self, this isn't a bad thing. And so, yes, today is going to be a very important time for you to make sure that you are looking after your emotional and mental health, because as this is going to be a full moon in Virgo, this is a time where you may be feeling a little bit down on yourself, as the the for those of you that don't know, Virgo is ruled by, it's not ruled, well, uh, that was the wrong thing to say. That it's not ruled by low self-esteem, because that's, I wouldn't actually say that it's ruled by low self-esteem. I'd say that it's ruled by hard-working, grounding nature, and the ability to change what you are doing in the middle of what you are doing, which kind of ties into what I'm about to say, which is basically that Virgo is known for its ties with self esteem problems, eating disorders, and difficulties regulating your own emotions, because Virgo is the sign that is tied into criticisms, into it's nitpicking, really, into looking, over analyzing things and overlooking into things that you are struggling with, and this may cause you to suffer with low self-esteem. This may cause you to suffer with mental health problems during this time, and that's something that I will get onto as I speak more about the collective consciousness. But you may find that this is a time that you are feeling very down on yourself and very insecure. So bear with me a moment, because there's just a bit of wind. I'm going to wait for it to, oh, there's a pretty bird in the background. Wait for it to slow down a little bit. And I'm also going to grab myself a tissue, because I need one. Oh! My paper moved away. So, excuse me. This is really not great. I wish you could pause live videos. Right. Okay, so because of that reason, because of it being a time that is going to be affecting many of our mental health problems, many of us may feel like you just want to rest in bed. This is perfectly normal, this is perfectly fine, and this is actually because you are being called to, during this time, really rest, meditate, and connect with your guides. So, again, you may find that you are. Whoa, I nearly turned the whole broadcast off. That was really silly of me. Anyway, so oh gosh, this is also a time for really clearing out your energy because of this, because of all of the things that you may be finding that are coming up within your own mental health, within your own life to sort through. You may find that you are also wanting to declutter your head and your auric space as well. Now, of course, Virgo is very tied into housekeeping and into the, sorry, getting a little distracted, into the ability to maintain your own personal environment. Um, and because of this, you may find that you are wanting to do some housekeeping as well and some cleaning. This is also going to be really great because although Ostara isn't actually a time, so we are going through as well on Sunday, we are going through a spring equinox. Although this isn't necessarily what this time is for, the equinox isn't necessarily for spring cleaning. I know that's what in bulk is for. Sorry, I said the wrong thing. Anyway, I know that's what in bulk is for. However, as we prepare for Ostara, it is really a great idea to clean out our homes and our auric space to make sure that we are getting prepared for Ostara so that we can just celebrate. And also, the Virgo full moon is really calling us to bring our attention to the areas in our life where we have been ignoring and neglecting and really focus on the small things. So, say for example, if there is an area of your home where you haven't been deep cleaning for a little while, then you are going to want to focus on this because, again, this meticulous time is all for you to actually do that. You may be feeling like, oh, but I'm just nitpicking myself and I'm just going through my home and feeling OCD, but that's actually the whole point of this energy, is for you to be able to process all of these things that you have been putting off. And you may find that it is causing you to want to actually call more people into your home to either help you to clean up your auric space or to help them with something as well, because of course Virgo energy is all about helping other people and creating your communities. So I'm just going to change my position, sorry about that, because I'm really uncomfortable and I've got pins and needles. So that is another thing as well that is going to be spoken about in a moment, because the collective energy may be finding that you are feeling very uncomfortable. But first of all, before I go into the collective energy, I would like to talk about what exactly this means. Oh no, that was part of. No, now we're going into the collective energy. Sorry, as you can tell, I'm a little bit nervous because, of course, I am affected by this Virgo energy as well, and I am really feeling very anxious. I'm really over analyzing myself. What the heck? Hey. Oh, thank you for saying you love the sound, by the way. That is one of my original, I will link it down below. That is one of my own original songs. So thank you for that. Okay. So I haven't actually been looking at my notes, which would have helped me a lot. Okay. So I'm now going to go into what this means for the collective energy, but after I speak about more about what the Virgo energy actually is. So when you are in Virgo energy, you may find that you are wanting to be of service to other people. You may find that you are wanting to focus on your diet and your routine and your own hygiene. This is going to cause you to focus on discerning your own reality for yourself and not taking guidance from other people so much, because you're going to be able to know how to keep your own self happy, healthy, vital, all of those things that are important in being a human being. And because of this, you are going to find that you are able to connect to your higher self. The Virgo constellation is one of the biggest constellations in our universe. So, because of this, it is actually a really great time for us to expand our own consciousness and to connect to our own higher selves. Even though we are going to mostly be finding that we are in our lower selves throughout this time, it is going to be a great time to ask for guidance from our highest selves. This is going to help us to get onto the most harmonic pathway for ourselves. Now, something that I haven't actually spoken about yet is the fact that this is actually going to be opposing the Sun in Pisces, which is going to be quite tumultuous for us, because that is going to, as they are polar opposites to each other, they are completely different energies. So, Cancerian energy is all about connecting to your own intuition. It is all about your higher chakras. It is all about connecting to the divine, and it is also about connecting to your own clear knowing, your own clear cognance, your own claircognance, sorry. And you may find that this is clashing your emotions, which are being ruled by Virgo during this time, because Virgo is all about focusing on the bigger picture, focusing on how to get things done, how to heal people on a physical level rather than connecting with them on a spiritual level, rather than using your intuition and your psychic gifts and abilities. This is more about the physical 3D connections that you have with people. So, if you balance your energies out, then this is going to be a really great time for you. And you're going to find that there are a lot of heightened emotions that are being brought up to the surface. This is, I should have spoken about this in the introduction, but because it is a full moon, then there are going to be a lot of heightened emotions because of the pull on the water current that is controlled by the full moon. The full moon controls the tides, and this is going to perhaps cause heightened aggression and anxiety due to our natural instincts being triggered. And for some people, anxiety and aggression is going to be your natural instinct. So you are going to find that you are acting more animalistic, so to speak. So that was supposed to be in the actual introduction. However, I will leave a timestamp talking about how I messed up a little bit, because I'm actually really distracted. I know I'm kind of holding it together really well, but all I can hear behind me is banging and clashing. And so, yeah, I'm really struggling right now, but I'm proud of myself, to be honest. I'm not even sure if you can actually hear what's going on around me, but anyway. This is also going to be a time for setting boundaries, because of the fact that this is the full moon in Virgo. This uh okay, so you can't hear the clanging too bad. Great. Um this is a time for you to make sure that you are not overextending yourself, because you may find that you are available to too many people, and this over availability can cause you to get really burnt out, really stressed out in yourself, and you may find that you are getting a lot of headaches, a lot of stress, and a lot of anxiety. So again, you are wanting to really set boundaries, because again, you don't want to fall into this Virgo energy of just serving other people. You want to make sure that you are focusing on yourself as well, as especially the sun sign is moving into Aries. This is going to be a time for you to really carefully look at how you are treating yourself and how you are nurturing your own self so that you don't get caught up in chaos and conflict with other people. Also, because of the this is the last phase of the Plutonian return in Capricorn. Things are going through a really large shift. This is the end of this shift. So you are going to find that the things that you have been planning, the things that you have been creating and going towards are now starting to really fully ground themselves, and you're going to be able to see the bigger picture. You're going to be able to start to actually see what it is that you're creating for yourself, and you're going to be really proud of yourself and all of the hard work that you have been putting in yourself. You also may want to really feel cool to share a business project and a idea with other people, but that will be coming in a moment. Now, as we go into the collective energy now, I would like to talk about what this is going to mean for you in terms of relationships, health, career, housing, and family, so that we cover it all really. So, first of all, when it comes to career, this is going to be a time for you to actually reassess your work life, because you are going to be finding that you are wanting to utilize your own skills and talents at this time. You're going to be finding that lots of psychic gifts with the sun in Pisces are being heightened and shown to you, and with the full moon in Virgo, you are going to be really seeing what it is that you are able to do and what it is that you are able to create. Because of this, you are going to be reassessing the thing that you are doing for your current career, and this may cause you to want to have a complete switch up, because you may be looking into the thing that you are doing currently and realizing that you are only doing it to pay your bills, to make money. Now, of course, that isn't the worst thing in the world, but you are realizing throughout this time period that you are free to choose to be whatever you want to be. You are not defined by your work, and this is causing you to have a newfound level of freedom, and this is causing you to really look towards all of the possible things that you could do towards yourself, towards your career, and putting more energy into yourself, so that when you do decide to change career, if you do decide to change career, that you have the right kind of network behind you, so that you are fully grounded and able to go towards this. Now, the difficulty is that at the moment Chiron is in Aries, so you may be finding that you are feeling selfish for focusing on yourself, because this is going to be bringing up feelings of insecurity, and you may be finding that you are thinking that you are actually being in your ego when you are looking after yourself, or that you are being, again, selfish. But it is really important for you to take time to be selfish so that you can be more selfless. Self-care is essential, because as the Virgo energy is coming up into your life, of course this is going to affect everyone differently. This is going to cause you to really be very critical of yourself. So you need to be looking after yourself. And the thing is although you may be critical of self, these things that you are being critical of are coming up during this time for you to change these areas of yourself. This is going to be a very important and vital time for change. This is the only Virgo moon of this year. So this is going to be a very, very important time for change. And again, this is going to be a time that you are wanting to let go of a lot because of this change. You are going to want to look towards the things that are no longer serving you and just let go of them. So, when it comes to career and finances, you may be finding that you have a lot more money or a lot more stability, but that you are not sure if this is the right thing for you. So, again, you need to just think about what it is that your own skills and your own passions can help you go towards. Perhaps you may not want to change your career completely, you may just want to change your field, or you may just want to, so say for example, if you are a musician and you are currently in the field of doing entertainment, you may want to start to do music for meditation or for healing purposes, for holistic services. And this is going to help you to clean up your act, and this is going to help you to invest more time into your work in your future, because you may have been avoiding doing certain career projects or certain things within your career because you are not comfortable with what it is that you are doing. And so when you change career paths or when you look into a new career path, it is going to really help you a lot. Now, when it comes to health, this is going to be a time that you are looking into. If you are someone who is eating healthily, then you're going to want to actually completely change your diet. And I know that sounds crazy, but you're going to want to change your diet to take into account the changing of the seasons, because if you have been eating a lot of more carbohydrate, more protein rich foods for the winter, then you are going to be finding that you are going to be eating more fiber for the summer, and so on and so forth, however it looks like for you. But this is going to be an important time to look into changing your own exercise routines and fitness, as well as your eating and dietary requirements. This is also a really important time to meditate and to talk with your guides. So, again, the energies that are coming up with the Chiron being in Aries may cause you to feel like you don't really want to meditate, but it is even more important for you to ensure that you are carrying on. So, the black moon Lilith is also going to be squaring the sun and the moon. So this is going to be, again, a time for you to look into your own shadow side. You don't want to spend too much time nitpicking your shadow side, because you are going to find that this is going to bring you into more feelings of depression, anxiety, and lower moods with your mental health. So you are going to want to make sure that you are using your shadow side to help to steer you towards what it is that you are wanting to create in your future, so that you can get out of your lower self and into your highest self. A lot of anxiety is going to come up during this time because of the changes that you are creating within your career, your health, your housing, and your family relationships. But it is important to keep pushing through this and to keep listening to your own discernment rather than worrying about the what ifs and the things that may never come. So, again, this is going to be an important time for manifestations because, of course, Virgo is associated with the magician. So, this is going to be a time where you are actually noticing a lot of synchronicity. So, I do want to talk about a little story that I had because this helped me to notice where I have been manifesting within my life, and the synchronicities that are coming up within your life at this current point in time. You will start to realize are more than just coincidences. These are your subconscious mind bringing in your manifestations that you have actually called into your reality. So, let me just tell you this story. So, the other day, I was really just, I was standing in my bedroom. It was evening time, and I saw this sandy dust kind of drifting down my bedroom window, which is a little bit strange. But I found out afterwards that there was a Sahara Desert sandstorm slash rainstorm that washed through my town, and it caused all of the cars and all of the like windows and things like that to be covered in this red sandy dust. But at the time, I didn't really know what was going on. I saw red dust on my window, and I also saw people outside rushing about frantically. This was about 7 o'clock at night, and I thought, what's going on? I was a bit frightened, and I thought, this is the end of the world. And in that moment, I just focused on the flowers that were in front of my window. I just focused on the magnificence and the beauty of the moment, and I just allowed myself to bring new life force into my life by focusing on those flowers. And this really helped me to take my attention away from any of the more negative things that have been going on in the world around me. And because of that, I believe that my life then started to go through a lot of changes, and I would I would be able to say that I shifted to I am currently in my desired reality. So it's important to make sure that you are choosing where to put your own consciousness, where you are putting your own attention, because wherever you put your own attention, it starts to grow. So wherever energy flows, it grows. So this is going to be a really important time for you to make sure that you are manifesting healthy, happy positivity into your life. And again, now as we talk it about the housing side of things, this is potentially going to be a time where you may be moving home because your old home was no longer serving you, and you are no longer resonating with the same places that you have been in. You're no longer feeling called to interact with the same people anymore. And this is all natural, this is all normal, it is all part of your ascension process. As you start to raise your vibration, things that are more lower vibration, things that have more density, are going to start to fall away from you. This again may cause you anxiety, and it may cause you to feel like you are out of control of your own environment, but that's what this Virgo energy is all about. You don't have to be in control of things at the moment, because that is the majesty of what is happening around you. And during this Piscean season, especially with Jupiter also being in Pisces, this is going to be a time where you are finding things are really expanding within your life, and your own consciousness is going to be expanding. So you are going to find that not only are you seeing things differently, but you are able to observe things, and you are able to take a step back, which is really important. That is one of the most important things for you to do during this time, is to reflect upon your life, to reflect upon the things that you have been doing up until this point, the patterns that you have been in, because you may find that the way you have been doing things is not the way that you want to be doing things anymore. And this is a great point for you to say, look, no more. And the intention that you set earlier in your meditation is going to really help you to actually create the life that you desire, rather than being worried about what it is that you can do going forwards. You're going to just be more in this flow state, and you're going to have this clear knowing of what it is that you are going to need to do. So for this reason, you are going to find that your housing situation is improving vastly, not necessarily on this full moon day, but after this full moon day, and you are going to be finding that you are more responsible for your housing. Lastly, before we go into the next part of this energy reading today, I would like to just talk about what this really actually means for your interpersonal relationships with your family and within relationships. So, this is going to be a really great time for your family. This is going to be a really great time for building bonds and connecting with other people deeply, especially your family members, especially with people who have similar viewpoints to you, who have similar ideas about what it is that they want to create in the world as you do. And you are going to find that you are really able to connect with those who are around you. But you may also find that you are wanting to expand your friendship circles. I will go more into that when I go into the zodiac reading. However, this is going to be a time for you to really connect and ground yourself with other people. So it's not just going to be a time for you to have passionate new beginnings with new people. This is going to be a time for you to really look towards people that you are wanting to have in your life for the next for your future, to be honest, for the next foreseeable future for you. That's what I wanted to say. And when it comes to your love relationships, you may find that you are going through a period of separation. Now, you may not be going through a period of separation, but if sorry, if you are if you are going through a period of separation, then it is likely because this is coming up to actually teach you more about yourself, about who you are as a person. This separation period has been put in place for your own benefit, so that you can focus on yourself and your own self-healing journey, rather than putting all of your energy into healing this relationship, or all of your energy into your partner, because that will cause you to be codependent. And this time is really all about you, it's really all about nurturing yourself. And because of this, you may find that you are actually wanting to take time away from your relationships to focus on your own health, to see how your diets are affecting your moods, things like this, releasing the need to control your body image and things like that as well, because as mentioned earlier, this Virgo energy can be attached to eating disorders and body dysmorphia. So, this is a time for you to actually let go of the need to control your body so that you can. Sorry. I'll tell you what happened in a second. There was someone walking past and he like sneezed, and so it made me look up, and I didn't want to talk about it when he was there, but he heard me, I think. That was embarrassing. Um, what was I saying? Um, the Black Moon Lilith is also going to be trining Saturn, so this is going to be a time, again, where your mental health is going to be needing to go through some purification, because if you're not careful, you may find that your past traumas and the past things that you have been through are coming up and causing you to stagnate. And this is for a reason. This is so that you can clear away any blockages by going deeper into yourself, by doing the relevant required shadow work, by getting therapy that is needed for you so that you can actually go towards your manifestations and your creations with more ease. And I was actually talking about learning about yourself through the separation process. That's what I was talking about. So the self-preservation that comes up through the separation period, through this Virgo full moon, sorry, is going to actually cause you to realize that you are your own creator and you are your own gift as well. You are both the creator and the creation. So you don't need to worry about other people and your relationships and things like that, because when you are happy in yourself, your relationships and your career and your finances are going to thrive and they're going to do well. But you need to make sure that you are preserving your own mental health throughout this time. I think that is everything for this part of the reading. Can I just check? Thank you for being so kind and patient with me today. I am so glad that I had these not lyrics, that I had these, because otherwise I would have been so lost, because right now there's ringing going on from my right hand side, there's clanking going on from my left hand side, there's birds above me, and so I would not have been able to remember any of this. But another thing as well is Venus and Mars are they are going through, I believe that they're still in conjunction, but I did not look into that. I just know, I don't actually think they are still in a conjunction, are they? 10 days ago was, I didn't look at the astrology chart for today. No, but anyway, both Mars and Venus are going into Aquarius. This is going to be a time, Mars being the ruler of our passions and Venus being the ruler of love and beauty. This is going to be a time that we are and Aquarian energy being the energy that is the humanitarian energy, this is going to be a time for us to really be wanting to share our love freely with other people. And we are going to be finding that we are being met with the same love that we are giving out to other people, that same love is coming straight back into us. And this is going to be a very important time for us to connect with those who we are resonating with as soulmates, twin flames, and people like that. Even if we are not necessarily connecting on the physical 3D reality. So, say you may be again going through a period of separation to help the both of you learn more about who you are as people, but you are going to be connected in your higher chakras. That is everything. Just allow yourself to create solutions wherever you can. Just allow yourself to, within this harmonic energy, just allow yourself to create whatever solutions to whatever problems that you can when you can, because again, this Virgo energy may cause us to look into our own shadows, and it may cause us to feel very insecure, and it may cause us to feel nervous and anxious, but you don't have to change everything in your life all at once. You can take tiny little baby steps, and it is in the slow and steady energy that you win the race. And especially for my earth signs out there, you will know this, that it is in the small and the steps that you take to really ground yourself that actually make the big difference within your life. So you may think that paying your bills, for example, isn't going to do a lot within your life, but actually it is going to change and shift a lot significantly, because in the future, when you don't have any debt problems and your friends or whatever it is have debt problems, you're just going to be floating about life like, woo, I got no problems, I got no concerns, do, 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 do. And again, once you, like, because you're going to be doing a lot of cleaning, tidying, and housekeeping through this time, you're going to find that you're able to have new people around your home. You're going to be able to have parties in the future. You're going to be able to host events that you want to be able to host. You're going to be able to have your family around. You're going to be able to rest more rather than always worrying about have I done the hoovering, because you have really done all of the deep cleaning that has been necessary. You are going to find that you are not worrying about, do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? Because you have all of the things that you have prepared during this time to fall back upon. Again, this time is so vital for you to ground yourself. This, personally, I would say is a very important time. So what I was speaking about before was more about things that I have been finding out throughout the full moon in Virgo reading, but what I am talking about this current second is more about what it means in general to ground yourself, because that is really important. Because as Virgo is controlled by the earth elements, it is important to know how to adequately ground yourself. Otherwise, you may find that you are becoming a little bit lost in what is going on around you, because this is going to be a time where other people are grounding themselves as well. And the root chakra is often associated with things such as fight or flight. So there may be a lot of people around you who are fighting, who are running away from their responsibilities, who are finding that they are being met with a lot of pressures and burdens. Blimmin' heck! I'm not sure if you can tell, but there's a freight train. In fact, there's two freight trains going past right now at the same time. So I'm literally having to shout over the top of it. But I will also leave down below a Schumann resonancy chart and a horoscope for everybody, because the energies are extremely high vibrational today. I am aware of the fact that the Schumann resonancy has been off the chart. So everything has just picked up in speed and in intensity a lot. Now, this is, of course, due to you can't even hear the train, so I'm just shouting right now. I am so sorry. Okay, well, the train has stopped. I'm so sorry, guys. And, yeah, I'm now going to go into the last part of today's reading where I do the zodiac pools and the Chinese animal pools. That really has just taken my concentration. I can't remember what I was saying, but if I can remember, thank you. If I can remember, then I will leave down below what I was talking about in the description. So, with that being said, I am now going to go into the astrological energy. I'm first of all going to go into Aries and do it that way. So let's find out what is going to be going on for my Aries collective in and around this full moon in Virgo. So I can see that for my Aries collective, that you are actually going through a period of leaving your past behind. You were feeling like you were left out in the cold to begin with. You were feeling a little bit like you had been at the beginning of your day, you were feeling a little bit like you had been forgotten about and that you were unloved, and this caused you to feel a little bit wounded and a little bit broken. But I can see that you are moving on from this and you are focusing on the things that you can create for yourself, the things that you are able to actually actively manifest. And this is causing you to want to focus your intention on how you can bring more money into your life. I am seeing, Aries, that this is a time that you are not going to be able to focus on bringing more money into your life because you are needing to focus on your own stability. There is going to be a lot of reflection work that is causing you to try to run away from your past with this with the Seven of Pentacles being in reverse. This is very difficult energy because you are someone who is not wanting to look into your past, but this is actually going to help you to reflect upon all of the things that you are going through at this current point and help you to create solutions. And I can see that again, you just really don't want to look into your past. There has been something that has caused you in your past a great deal of trauma, my Aries collective, and for that reason, you are not wanting to explore this, and you're not wanting to heal your mental health at the moment, but it is really vital that you do because you're not going to be able to move forwards or do anything unless you have done the inner work. So that is very difficult energy that is coming through, and I am going to leave a link down below for you to check out your daily horoscope because hopefully that will be more high vibrational energy than this, because I can see that you are really struggling, and I hope that you do find the help that is needed for you. I am now going to move into Taurus. Whoa. Okay. So that's a lot. I'm going to take some of them. Well, I've had three come out. So Nine of Wands, followed by the Knight of Cups, followed by the Four of Pentacles. So I can see, Taurus, that you are moving on from a time that really caused you a lot of pain. You are doing the inner work that is needed, and you are reflecting upon the times that you have just been through that caused you to feel like you were stuck, that caused you to feel like you had been wounded, and that caused you to feel like you couldn't move forward. And you are now ready to sort of get out into the open and express your emotions to other people. You are staying guarded, you are staying reserved, and you are using your own intelligence to support your emotional security. So, because of this, you are finding that you are wanting to get public recognition, however this may be to you. I did see, and I will leave down below a link to your horoscope for today, because I did see that you are going to want to be going out into public, and you are going to want to be expressing yourself publicly. And the Knight of Cups is actually confirming this. This is saying that you are really going to be finding that it is a day today for you to express yourself emotionally, and that you are really going to be finding that you are feeling very emotionally fulfilled within yourself. So, because of this, you are going to want to share some tips on how to help other people to emotionally fulfill their own life. And also, you are going to want to be expressing from your more lower vibrational times how other people have made you feel. So, for example, when people have made you feel trapped in the past, you are going to be able to feel like you can clearly explain this to them, and that you are able to communicate healthily with the people who you have around you. So you are going to be expressing yourself, and this is going to cause you to be able to make new connections, and also to connect much deeper with with the people who you have around yourself already. This Cancerian energy, I can see with the Knight of Cups coming out, is actually really going to support you, because as a Taurus, you are someone who often needs emotional support, because you find your own emotions something that are difficult for you to process. And with the sun being in Pisces, this is actually something that is helping you to know, to tap into your own intuition, and to know what it is that you are actually feeling inside yourself, rather than being codependent on anyone else's energy. And again, this is also going to be a time for you to just really feel like you have made it, because the full moon in Virgo, as another earth sign energy, is going to be making you feel like you are just in your element. You are going to be feeling like you are in your full element. So going into the future, you are going to be very widely blocking yourself off from people who are trying to take this emotional security from you, and you are going to actually be using your finances, your money, and your resources that you have built up throughout this time to support yourself, to stop you from being used, and to help you to actually stay in the position of power, or whatever position that you are in, because you are, although you are blocking yourself off from people who are more low vibrational, uh, see ya, bye, you are going to find that you are able to use that same block that you have put against lower vibrational energies to actually bring in more high vibrational energy into your life. So it's kind of like a mirror portal almost. You're going to be mirroring negative energy back onto people who do have negative intentions towards you, but those who have positive intentions towards you are going to be getting the positive intentions mirrored back into them. And so therefore your personal circle is going to be increasing and expanding. And yes, this is going to be a really creative time for you as well, a time for you to really make sure that you are able to create all of the things that you have been putting your energy in towards. Now I am going to move into Gemini. So, just quickly, as I was talking about switching into Gemini, the Magician card fell out. This suggests to me that you are getting everything that you have been manifesting into your life. So, I have also seen that you are likely going to be moving or going through a career change because, wow, the sun energy coming through. What? Okay, because you are happy as hell, guys. You are really in your sun sign energy, which is causing you to really be able to create heaven on earth. This is why you are thinking about moving home. So that makes sense now. Okay, so I will leave your horoscope down below. I have found a really great website for daily horoscopes, and I really like it. And I decided that before I headed out today, I was just going to see what was going on in the collective's energy so that I could see exactly when I was talking about the collective energy, exactly how everything is all linked and related. And yeah, so I saw that you guys are likely going to be moving or changing house. And I can see that this is because, now that I have pulled tarot on it, it is because of your connection to the divine. Now, most of you will probably already know this, but if you don't, then that's fine. The sign Gemini is connected with the energies, sorry, of heaven on earth. So this is connected heavily with the divine, and this is connected with Eden and with ascension portals. So you are going to be finding that the reason why you are actually moving house is so that you can move into a environment where you can help to create more heaven on earth. And this is actually going to cause you to be more connective to those who you have got around you, more receptive to the love and the life force that you have got around you. And you are going to be finding that you are listening to the guidance of your teammates, which is possibly potentially where you may have found that you have had a little bit of problems before in your past, because you may have found that you wanted to do things all by yourself. But you are really coming into your power. You are really coming into your full sun sign energy, which is a gatekeeper, a portal keeper for the heaven on earth. And I can see that you are utilizing this time. Wow, that's really interesting, because a lot of people are going to be going into hermit mode because of the Virgo full moon, but you are not. So with this Four of Cups energy in reverse, I can see that you're going to be connecting emotionally with everybody around you. This is going to cause a feeling of samadhi, and this may cause you to feel a little bit out of balance at first, because you are going to be hearing. So your telepathy is going to be going through extreme upgrades, and because of this, your claircognizance and your clairaudience skills are going to be increasing. I can hear that your clairaudience skills are going to be off the chart, through the roof. And this is going to, wow, I've just, one moment. I was getting some kind of interference from on the train or something, I think. But anyway, that was really interesting how that came up when I was talking about hearing people being able to connect with other people, because the reason why I was talking about that is because I'm hearing about 1,000 voices in my head right now, and I know that it's because I'm connecting into the Gemini energy. So you are going to be hearing everyone's thoughts around you, which is going to be a little intense, and you are going to be thinking that you need to kind of retreat and recluse yourself at certain points so that you don't become overwhelmed by this. And this may be why the Four of Cups is actually coming up in the present moment reversed, because you, although you don't want to be like stubborn and held back from other people, it is going to be vital for you to actually look after yourself. You will need to take time to recluse. And again, you are going to be finding that you are hearing the people around you, which is at sometimes going to be making you feel a little bit uncomfortable. And you aren't going to want to go through too much change throughout this time, because although you may be moving house and you may be creating heaven on earth, if you are changing your friendship dynamics and all things like that, then you may find that you are getting a lot of headaches and a lot of confusion and things like this. So you are going to be connect wanting to connect to the people who you have already got within your life as you start to expand your circle slowly. This is not something that you're going to be wanting to do on a grand scale, I am seeing. But again, with the Nine of Cups, this is something that is, this whole period for you is going to bring you so much emotional fulfillment. You are going to be so happy, and you are going to just be feeling like you are in your life's purpose. You're going, whatever it looks like for you, you are going to be feeling like you have succeeded in, you have achieved, and you're going to just really be feeling, I'm hearing, I made it, I made it, I made it. So you're going to be just feeling like, I've actually done it. I've done everything that I have been trying to manifest. What? And this is going to cause you to feel a little bit ecstatic. And that level of ecstasy may cause you to go through a period of mania, and other people who are not getting the same kind of levels of success may evil eye you and judge you. So you may need to protect your energy throughout this time, because there are going to be people who are a little bit jealous of the fact that you are in your sun sign, because Geminis, you know how to party, you know how to connect with other people, you know how to love deeply and deeply. Um, so other people, and you know how to love multiple people at the same time. You are the, other than Aquarians, you are probably the most polyamorous collective out there, and many other people may not understand this about you, but you know what is right for you, and you are creating your own version of serenity, your own peace, and that is all that matters to you. So don't worry about what other people are saying about you, because the more you worry about what other people are saying about you, the more you're going to be kept up all night, stressing and under burdens. You don't want to be controlled by other people. So with that being said, I am now going to move into Cancerian energy. You see. So I can see with Cancerian energy, you are being psychically attacked. Because a lot is coming up to the surface for you. And because of this, there are people who are wishing you death spells. Now, it may not be the person who you are thinking of initially. It's not the first person that you thought of. Of course, use your own intuition and discernment. But I'm hearing from spirit that it is someone that you would least expect, because they have been pretending to be your love interest, or something like that. So it's someone who you have been um, spending a lot of time with, and someone who has been, yeah, death. The death card at the bottom of the deck is really clarifying that someone is definitely sending you a lot of hate, Cancer. So, with that being said, let's go straight into your reading because I want to just get that energy out. You know what's really strange? As I was switching in from Gemini into Cancer, I was intuitively feeling called to grab my singing bowl, but I wasn't going to pick it up. But yeah. So whoever this is as well, just a warning, they are trying to block your blessings. They're jealous because you're getting more public recognition than them. Or it's not even, I don't even, it's not that you're getting more public recognition than them. You're not getting more public recognition than them, but you're getting some kind of public recognition. And this person is used to getting all of the attention, or they're used to you, typical Cancer, of course. They're used to you running around and doing their bidding for them. And especially with the Seven of Cups coming out like this is someone who is, they've got a lot of other people, or not necessarily other people, but they have got a lot of things that they are creating for themselves. And because of this, they're not able to give you time and attention. So I'm hearing that you are taking your time and attention away and focusing on yourself, but this person is not dealing with that very well. So, okay, let's go straight into the question of what is happening this season for you. Also, I did see that you are going to, before I go into this, I wanted to just quickly talk about the fact that you guys are going to be making a lot of new connections. Although you are going to be really harnessing the strength within the powerful dynamics that you have already got, your inner circle is going to be expanding massively, more so than the other signs. This is going to be a time for you to actually really connect with any and all new opportunities that are coming into your life, because these are going to be things that are causing you to glow up, so to speak. And you are wanting to make sure, there's a duck over there. Sorry, Cancer, but I know you'll love this because you love animals. There's a duck over there having a little swim, and it's really cute. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. It's just really cute. It's all like wiggling its head and everything. Oh. Anyway, so you are going to be finding that you are having a lot more new beginnings within your life, a lot more. You may be having new friends at work. The the stress was really on new connections rather than new careers or changing house or anything like that. So you will be happy to know that you're probably going to be staying grounded, but use your own discernment. But you're likely going to be staying grounded where you are, because I know for Cancers that that is something that can cause you to feel very insecure, is not feeling that you have got a place to call your own. And yes, so I can see that you are going to be, if you don't have a place to call your own, then you're going to be getting a place to call your own, or you're going to be having an upgrade within your home. But let's go into the tarot, because I'm supposed to be using tarot for this today. Wow, okay, that's interesting. This is connected to Gemini energy. That's interesting. There's one specific person that I'm thinking of who is a twin flame of mine, who mirrors me on the Gemini energy. And yes, so that's really interesting that this has come up. Anyway, let's go back into the collective energy. Sorry about that. I can see that. Whoa! this is going to be a time for you to really focus on the things that make you happy. So, if you are someone who finds that you are happy, again, there was one specific part of my reading that I didn't do. I just put the notes away and then I got them back out. But this is for you, Cancer, because I didn't feel called to channel this for anybody else, but this is definitely for you, Cancer. So there may be one person who you have within your life. Let me just find the note. What the heck? I've lost my note. Oh. Did you see me panic there? Right, sorry. Okay, so there may be one person who you maybe feel called to share your plans with. So, although this time you aren't going to be wanting to share your plans with a lot of people because people will be psychically attacking you and trying to stop you from creating your plans and your visions, I I did see this morning while I was writing down these notes that particularly for the Cancerian and the Gemini and the Taurian and the Aquarian and Virgo collective, but particularly the Cancerian and Taurian and Gemini collective, those three the most. That I had visions, and I will go into them in a second. I can see. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. Well, that's not a very nice view, is it? Um, uh, what's going on? I'm sorry, Cancer. I always lose all of my composure when it comes to Cancerians. Ah, gosh. Frick! What are you doing, man? Wow, this is awkward. It's kind of funny though, right? Okay, that's better. I'm so impressed that that just happened. I can't remember what I was saying. Let me just retrace my thoughts. Sorry about this. Oh, so yeah, Cancer, you are going to find that this time for you is going to be making you assess your personal relationships, and the one person that you are wanting to trust in is going to be someone who you have known for a while, I am seeing. Although there is one person who you've known for a while who you are wanting to kind of avoid throughout this time period, throughout this collective energy. I'm not sure if you can hear the train in the background, so I'm going to bring my microphone closer. Anyway, I can see that this is causing my ears to pop. It's really uncomfortable, to be honest. There's a train going past behind me. I can see that you are going to be really feeling that you can trust one person. And the vision that I had this morning was actually of two counterparts. They were traveling through, I don't want to say what your star signs were, but because it's a little bit personal. However, you were traveling throughout different places. You were on an aeroplane and you were on a ferry and you were traveling to multiple different places. You were traveling just lots of different places, to be honest. And you were doing it together. So the two of you had your hands interlocked the whole time, no matter what. You were holding hands and you were each other's strength. So you were actually mirroring each other, but in a way that was so for you, Cancer, you were mirroring all of the emotional fulfillment and needs back to the other person who was mirroring back. I don't want. I don't, mirroring back the things that you are lacking within your auric space. I don't want to necessarily say too much because each Cancerian person that is watching's counterpart is going to be different, of course. However, I can see that for you, your life partner may not be someone who is star sign as you or anything like that because you need the difference and the diversity that other star signs bring to you. So, with that being said, I'm now going to go more into your tarot reading. I'm sorry that I got so off subject, but yeah, I can see that there is that was the vision I had while I was channeling that one person may want to specifically help you or collaborate with you. Now I am also seeing that this same person you have been wary of and they have been wary of you because there has been a lot of so one person has walked away from the connection to heal themselves and the other person has been wondering why the other person has walked away from the connection and taken it as um, all personal onto them. So because of this, the person that was left behind was planning on hurting the person who did the leaving behind, but you're starting to realize now with this full moon in Virgo energy that it's not worth it. You're just letting go of any and all need to control or hurt other people because there is a much greater cause and a much greater significance in what we are doing as a collective. We are shifting the whole vibration of the earth. We are not playing silly little games. So you are waking up to your own power and your own ability to shift paradigms as well, I am seeing. So this is really powerful energy that is coming through. And you are someone who is creating your own dream reality, Cancer. So sorry that all of these downloads just came through all of a sudden, but yeah, I did specifically feel like I wanted to talk about that with you. And that is potentially one of the reasons, all of the things that I just mentioned, maybe why you are feeling so emotionally connected, so secure, and so great at the moment because this is your element. Emotions is your element, Cancer, and you are feeling emotionally connected. You're feeling emotionally supported. You're feeling supported by your friends, your family, even though you may not necessarily. Oh, sorry, a duck just looked at me in the eyes. Even though you may not necessarily be where you want to be in the future, you are at a point right now that is happy for you, and you're secure in yourself. So you're feeling really good, and you're looking towards your past like, I had some kind of problems, but I got through them and I can get through whatever comes my way. But at the moment, you're going through a lot of sleepless nights. So in your present, current moment, you're going through quite a lot of pain because of this. I can definitely see that it's because of this relationship or family dynamic breakdown that I was previously speaking about that you are going to be coming back into union with. You have been feeling very lost without this person. But remember that separation is self preservation. As I mentioned earlier, the whole reason why you are in separation is so that you can learn more about yourself, so that you can find out what it is that you actually like about the world, so you can find out more about your own hobbies, so that you can find out more about your own desires. And again, this is why you are being called to focus on expanding your inner circle, focus on the things that you can change within your life, and focus on the new connections that are coming within your life. Because when you take a leap of faith onto these new people and these new beginnings, you are going to be finding that you are emotionally supported. And yeah, that is all. Oh no, I haven't even done the third card. What? This was a very long reading today because I often don't spend a lot of time doing these readings because I often have problems with Cancerian. But today, I don't have any problems. So I can see that you are going to be picking up a new meditation practice, whether this is something that you are going to be calling meditation or whether this is just going to be something that you may just be taking time to rest more. I'm also, if you are a smoker, I am seeing that in my mind's eye that you are going to be smoking with new people and okay. So, for some of you, just take it however it resonates. But for some of you, you may have been upset because someone that you love, your counterpart or whatever, has chilled and spent time with somebody else. And you are going to be doing the same thing to kind of it just for some of you, just take it however it resonates. But I can see that some of you are going to be doing whatever your other person has been doing and things like that because you're mirroring each other again. This is difficult. And yeah, I can see that after that though, I can see that you are going to be looking towards new things that you can do to ground yourself and to balance out your energy, because I am seeing that you are potentially someone who likes to have a little bit of a party and then do a lot of deep restorative resting afterwards. But what you're doing right now is not really making you feel happy, and you are feeling like you have got to turn your attention inwards so that you can find a new practice for yourself. This may not as I say that as I said, this may not this may not necessarily be something that you are calling meditation, but it is going to be something that you are partaking in. It may be like, I was actually definitely feeling that some of you may be just doing some more mindfulness, because I myself have been suffering with digestion problems, and I also saw in someone else's reading that they were suffering with digestion problems, and this is probably just something that's going on in the collective energy. However, I saw a suggestion is that taking 10 breaths before eating is going to help you to digest your food. Now, I feel like for you Cancer, this is really going to help because we all know that you Cancers love your food. Sorry. But it's true. It's true. You love cooking, you love creating food, you love eating food. So, therefore, this time period is going to be a time for you to practice more mindfulness within the things that you are eating and within the practices that you are doing. So, again, if you are finding that you've got digestion problems, you are going to want to just take some time to breathe while you're eating, to look at the food you're eating, to observe the food you're eating, to say, for example, you're eating a banana. You'll want to look at it and go, what color is the banana? What texture is the banana? What can I feel on my teeth when I eat the banana? Oh, that's not necessarily a nice one because bananas don't feel so good in your teeth. But yes, I can see that this meditation practice is going to cause you to feel like you are more in balance with your own self. And yeah, that is all that I am feeling called to channel today. But I do definitely feel like you are my main collective that I really wanted to get this energy out to today, because also I will also talk a little bit about, nope, I'm not going to, never mind. But yeah, so now I am going to go into Leo. So let's see what is going to be happening throughout this time period, Leo. So I can see that you are feeling very left out. You are feeling very hurt. Now, when I looked into your horoscope, I saw that you are due to be getting quite a lot of financial abundance during this time, but I'm seeing that you are feeling like you are emotionally wounded and you are feeling like you have been sort of forgotten about and left behind by your family members and your friends, and this is causing you to feel very down on yourself. You're feeling very low self-esteem, and you are wanting to connect with someone who you can uplift your spirits with, because you are feeling a little bit pitiful, and yeah, I can see that this is causing you to disconnect yourself from the people that you have got around yourself. You're feeling very isolated. So yeah, even no matter how much money you have got, you don't feel like you've got any money, and this is causing you to, sorry. This is causing you to feel like you have got to try and impress other people, but I'm okay. Sorry about that. I was just coughing. Um, this is actually really sad energy that's coming through. Um, I'm seeing that you are really losing something, and although you're going to have a lot of money, I am seeing that some of you are going to be going through the process of losing a home, or I don't really like to predict these things, but I can see that some of you, you're just losing your career, you're losing your finances, and many of you are losing business partnerships and relationships as well. This isn't something that I want to talk about, but I can't deny the energy that is coming through. You, the things that have been given to you are being taken away from you because you've not been valuing them. So although you have got a lot of abundance within your reality, the thing that you want the most is being taken from you. And I know that sounds so harsh and so cruel, but it's because you don't know how to appreciate what you have got. And because of that, everything is going to be stripped away from you other than money to buy new things for yourself. And I am seeing that you are going to be spoiling yourself because of this. This is potentially why I saw that in the horoscope reading this morning. Because when I looked into your horoscope, I saw that you were going to be having enough money to be to be treating yourself, and this is going to be an important time for you to be treating yourself because you're going to be having finances to get new things and things like that. But with the Ace of Pentacles coming out reversed in your present position, then I am seeing that the reason why you are potentially treating yourself and spoiling yourself is because you are going through a great period of loss, and I'm really sorry to hear that. I don't wish any negativity upon anybody. So just healing and clearing your energy out now. Wow, that was difficult. Let's see what's coming in the future for you guys. I'm not gonna lie, just if you need to do whatever you can to focus on your own mental health and stability right now, I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you because I know that you're going through a really tough time, Leo, and I'm not judging you. That's all I'll say. This is a judgment-free zone. So into your future, you're going to be finding that you're really disconnected with your emotions, and this is going to cause you to grieve everything that you have been going through in a very chaotic way, because you're not going to be wanting to face your own emotions and your own feelings. You're going to be heading into your ego and your pride, and you're going to be pretending that these things aren't happening, which is going to cause you to be feeling like you are being left out even more, because you are heading into slightly toxic behaviors, and those who are around you are noticing this about yourself, and they don't want to be stuck in this energy anymore. They don't want to be caught up in this low vibrational energy, so they are leaving you behind. They are cutting you off. I'm hearing that they're giving you the opportunity, sorry, excuse me. They're giving you the opportunity to change yourself, and you are staying stuck in stagnant energy because, again, you don't know how to process these emotions, because as a fire sign, emotions aren't really your thing. You often use other connections to help you to balance out your other emotions, but all of your other connections throughout this time period are leaving you, so you are feeling just so lost. And I'm sorry, let me find out advice. Okay, so the advice for you is to not block yourself off, but also don't use your emotions to manipulate other people. So don't if other people are wanting to emotionally support you and give you advice and support, don't don't block them out. Don't block other people out of your energy right now, because that is the real importance of this full moon in Virgo, is for you to actually focus on being able to connect with people who are around you and harness these connections in a positive way. But that is all that I am feeling called to channel for you today, Leo. I am now going to go into Virgo. Wow. I'm now going to go into Virgo. Okay. So it is your day today, guys. Although I have heard from two Virgos that this really isn't a good day for you, because the whole self-reflection thing is coming up a lot, and you are feeling like you are nitpicking yourself, and you are feeling like you're not good enough, and you're feeling like no matter how much you clean, no matter how much you tidy, no matter how much you try and get your home looking right, that it is just not looking nice to your standards, and this is causing you quite a lot of frustration. And yeah, I am seeing that a lot of Virgos are actually going through a lot of anxiety and, again, heightened emotions and aggression. But this is because you are going through big shifts. I had a feeling you may be a Virgo because of your name, Hermit, and the Hermit card is connected with Virgo. So I did have a feeling that you were a Virgo. So yes. Um, but I can see that you are going to actually be having a lot of creative ideas. These creative ideas that you are having, known as downloads, are going to be really helping you in your future, but you're not necessarily going to know exactly what to do with them at this time. I am seeing that because this is going to be the only moon in Virgo, the only full moon in Virgo for this year. This is going to be a time for you to really concentrate, to really focus on the things that you are manifesting. Magician energy coming out in my mind's eye is showing me that you are going to be able to put all of your plans to paper. But at this current point in your journey, it's going to be feeling like everything is just kind of coming in, and it's sorry, and a little bit chaotic at the moment, because all of these new high vibrational ideas are going to be causing you to have an expansion to your consciousness. You're going to be seeing the world differently, and you are going to be finding new levels to your own power. So you are going to be finding that, again, you don't know what to do with these new gifts that you have got, because you have never experienced anything like this before in your life. And you are going to be in the spotlight throughout this time. So the people who are around you, and Virgos often get very shy and often don't like having the spotlight placed all on them. And so you are going to be finding that you are shying away a little bit from the limelight, but your ideas and your business projects and the things that you are creating are going to see you becoming rich. So that is something that I definitely foresaw in your horoscope. I will leave your horoscope as well, but I am seeing in my mind's eye as well that you are going to be having an awful lot of money, and this is going to be something that you are being very modest about. You're not going to want to tell other people how much money you have got, and you're not going to be wanting to tell, whoops, Daisy, you're not going to want to be really communicating with other people about the publicity that you are getting as well, because obviously people will be able to see the public recognition that you are getting, but you don't want to be psychically attacked and targeted by people who are jealous of you. And you don't have, like, genuinely, as a Virgo, you don't have any negative intentions towards other people. That's not something that really comes up within your auric space. So you are potentially going to find, though, that your only downfall is going to be in your need to control things. So as an earth sign, you are going to need to release your control a little bit and look towards air signs if you can for guidance, especially Aquarians. So the first card that is coming out is the Nine of Swords. Now I can see that this is coming out. This I was seeing that something like this was going to come out. So this is okay. You have been going through a lot of sleepless nights. You have been going through a lot of shifts. Now you may also be finding that you are wanting to change things in your life, and this is the first step towards doing so, is realizing that you're not happy in your current life. Because of this, you are going to be actually experiencing new. Oh, hello, baby. Hello, sweetheart. Oh, the duck just came over. I'm not sure if you can. It's going away now, but you see it going away? Just on that hedge. There you go. There you go. So, I can see that you are wanting to actually think clearly about the problems that you have had. With the Nine of Swords coming out, this is something that is causing you a lot of mental confusion, and it is causing you to really want to see the clarity within the situation. So you are going to be doing meditation, and you are going to be connecting with your guides so that you can see the path of least resistance to get you out of this tough spot. And one of the things that has caused you to reflect upon these times that you have been through the is the fact that you have been nitpicking yourself a little too much. You have been too critical on yourself, because you have you're wanting to change yourself, and you're wanting to recreate your identity, but you're not realizing that inside of you already have the gifts that you need to make this change. So you're looking towards other people and other people who have been successful, looking towards ways that you can change your own public image to become more successful yourself, but you are failing to realize that you are already successful, and you are already a leader. You are already inspirational to other people, but you just are lacking that little bit of confidence that you need to give you that extra push to go towards the things that you are visualizing and manifesting at this current time. So I can see that at this current point in time, wow, that's definitely the reason as well why you've been feeling so caught up at night, because with everything that's going on in the collective energies, with all of the arguments, with all of the fights that have been going on, you have been just trying to pull yourself away from this. Virgo energy is often associated with keeping yourself out of trouble, and that's what you have been doing, and you're going to continue to do so, because you are not someone who wants to have fights with other people. You're someone who is, if there is something going on with two different sides, you're going to take the middle ground, and you are, although you will usually take the side of the underdog, because you are against bullying, and you are, unlike Libra, which I will get into in a moment, you are not wanting to see someone get like bullied or harmed or hurt or anything like that. So you will take sides if you have to, but I am seeing that you are just really focusing on your own inner peace and clarity. But again, this is causing you a lot of confusion and a lot of brain fog. You are feeling like you are not able to go towards the things that you are passionate about, and you're not able to think straight because of these things that are going on within your life. And so you are being called to just do some meditation work and to listen to your guides, because whatever it is that you are setting the intention that you are trying to change is completely possible. It is a reality. You may want to even revisit and reset your intention from the beginning of this video, but I am seeing that you are going to have to connect with your own intuition and your own discernment to work out what it is that you actually want to create within your life, because when you just wait for things to happen, it essentially allows the things that you don't want to happen. So if you're not actively taking steps towards manifesting, then the things that you are trying not to let manifest within your life, within your shadow side, will manifest, because you're not taking the steps that are needed towards manifesting your own desires. So the more that you ignore the problems and the less that you create solutions to the problems, the bigger the problems will get. So I am seeing that you are just needing to connect with your own intuition and do some meditation work. And with the King of Cups coming out in reverse as your future position card, I can see that you're not going to be feeling as emotionally fulfilled as you could with your connections with other people. However, you are going to be feeling very proud of yourself. Other people may not necessarily be seeing the positive things that you have been manifesting and aligning into your reality, but you're not going to be worried about them so much. However, again, you are going to be wanting to open up your heart towards other people, but because other people aren't understanding where you're coming from, this is going to cause you to feel like you are emotionally disconnected to the people who are in your reality. So I just want to grab a card to see some guidance and help for that. Okay, so your best bet for now is to just leave the past as the past and to just walk away from things that are no longer serving you, because the more that you worry about the things that you've done in the past that were not positive, the more that you reflect upon the things that you have had come up in your life that have been disastrous, the more that you are going to stay stuck in this energy. But the more that you walk away from those things, the more that you walk towards a brighter new beginning, the more that you are going to be able to connect to your own intuition, moon energy coming through. And with that being said, I am now going to go into Libra. Thank you very much for watching today, Virgo. Now let's see what is coming up for Libra. Okay, wow, again, I've been shuffling. You guys are seeing this. Okay, so Libra, You are definitely going through a period where you are feeling like you have been left out. I will leave your horoscope below, but I was seeing that in your horoscope that this is going to be a difficult time for you because you're moving on. So there are relationships that are being broken up in your lives and being called off in your life. Sorry, channeling, not using the right words. But I am seeing that you are leaving a certain relationship. This is likely going to be a love relationship or whatever it is. This is going to be something that is causing a significant shift within your life. And I am seeing that although the Five of Pentacles has come up in the past position for you, you're the one that is leaving someone behind. So you are going to be the one that is doing the leaving, and this is causing you to feel a little bit of pain because you don't want to leave this person behind. You have been trying to help them to uplift themselves, but you are draining yourself, and because of this you are wanting to now go towards your own happiness and your own stability. So again, you are leaving the past at the past. You are leaving this relationship as this relationship and you are calling it a day, and this is helping you to focus on the things that you are creating for yourself. You are having new intuitive hints that are bringing you towards new relationships and new connections, and you are really in your own light energy, which is helping you to balance out both of your polarities. So I can also see that you are going to be sticking at the same career path. You are going to be staying in the same career path that you have been on, and this is going to cause you to have massive increases to your financial security. And also, this relationship that you have been in was also draining your finances. So, walking away from this and leaving this relationship is going to cause you to have more money for yourself. Death card energy on the bottom of the deck is showing me that your shadow side is ready for this change. You are completely embracing this change and you are proud of yourself, and you should be, because this is something that you have been wanting to change for a long time, and now that you have actually finally taken the steps that are needed towards creating this change, you are actually going to be receiving a lot of public recognition and a lot of support from those who are around you. And the more that I'm seeing that you are going to be openly communicating about the things that you have been through, and there are going to be a lot of people who are understanding your side of the story, whether you can see this yet or not. This is actually the truth. And yeah, so this is also going to be a time for you to really communicate your needs. Even if, so for example, if you are trying to communicate your needs with someone who is not listening to you, then you are going to be taking these concerns that you have to someone who is of higher authority, to management. So if you are not happy within your work, you're going to be taking this to management, or to take it however it resonates, but you are going to be addressing all of the problems that you have within your life throughout this full moon period, being clarified by the moon on this card, showing me that your intuition is going to be guiding you through this. And I am seeing that you're really just going to be balanced. You're going to be in your sun sign energy, really balancing yourself out, really practicing meditation, really clearing out all of this old energy. And this is going to cause you to be at a point where your polarities are very balanced. Your light and your dark, your feminine and your masculine are going to be very balanced. So you're going to be feeling like you are able to see and think very clearly. And yes, just be very honest during this time. Be very, very honest, because although some things that you are going to be honest about may cause some people some kind of shock, it is through being honest that you will be able to save yourself from any lower vibrational energies and from going through this type of experience again. So let's see what's happening in your future. This card flew out earlier, so I'm going to take this. Whoa, ho, ho, Gemini energy, the lovers. Sorry, I got a little excited there. But wow, you are going to be coming into union with a soulmate or a twin flame very soon. You are going to be having new love. So whatever this old connection is that was no longer serving you, it doesn't really matter because you are now, wow, you are now experiencing the love that you have been asking for. It is coming into your life, and you are now going through a period of of experiencing heaven on earth. You may want to watch Gemini for your other signs or whatever. Just take it however it resonates. But I am seeing that you are going to really be ascending, and you're going to be experiencing abundance, financial security. You're going to be able to do whatever it is that you want to do. And because of this, you are going to find that you are connecting deeply with those who are in your space. And this is just very heavenly energy. This is talking about the fact that you are going to be feeling good in yourself, you're going to be feeling good in your connections, you're going to be feeling good about everything. This is just such a great card. This is God. This is the divine helping you. You are listening to, again, you have been using your own intuition to steer you towards the divine. There's a train going in the background, so I'm having to shout, but I am seeing that this is ultimately your time to shine, Libra. This is really a great time for you. You are being divinely guided, and you are listening to the guidance that has been sent to you. And because of this, you are ascending. You are coming into a new position in life. And this is just perfect. This is just like, what more could you really ask for in a reading other than to know that you are shifting into the new earth? You're entering the new earth. You're in the Garden of Eden. Wow. Because of all the energetic work that you have been putting into yourself. You're going to be joining Taurus, Cancer, who else was it? And Gemini. Look at you. I'm proud. You've done it. You have shifted your vibration to new earth. There's no going back now. I hope you realize this, that no matter what happens, there is no going back. You are in new earth. This is such a powerful reading. Thank you so much for using me to channel this guidance spirit. Wow. Okay, so let's go into Scorpio. Hey Scorpio, let's see what's happening throughout this time period for you. Okay, so you are going through a period of really getting rid of what is no longer serving you. I am seeing that I will leave your horoscope down below, but I am seeing that there have been some kind of snakes within your auric space, and you are cutting those out so that you can focus on the people that you are wanting to create with. And this is causing you to walk away from any and all times where you have felt where people are not supporting you equally. I can see that you are going to be using your own intuition and your own emotions to navigate the next phase that you are going to be going into, because of the fact that you have actually connected to your highest self, and you have been able to have new upgrades to your intuition. I'm hearing a lot about intuition. Of course, Scorpio is often connected with your intuition, but I am seeing that you are potentially a high priestess, and because of this, you are going to be using your intuition to help other people out. And yeah, so wow, okay, so I am going to take these, although they flipped. I'm going to take them because these are really just confirming what I was talking about. You're not worrying about fighting with other people anymore, because you're taking a leap of faith in the divine, and you are using meditation and your own clear thoughts, your own clairvoyance, to actually think about where it is that you would like to create new stability within your within your relationships. And this is going to be quite a harmonic time for you. You are going to be trusting in your own faith, and you are going to be listening to what your guides and teachers are telling you, and you are going to be going through a deep period of transformation, which is going to cause you to feel more supported by the divine again. And once you do have this leap of faith, you are going to realize that you are able to meditate and do all of the things that you have been potentially telling yourself that you aren't able to do. You're going to find that you are actually able to do, because you have that clairvoyance, that clear sight, that knowing that when things are not right for you, that you can take yourself out of the situation and trust in your own faith. Sun card energy coming out. So this is going to be really a beautiful time for you, Scorpio, bottom deck energy, and you are going to be hiding this from a lot of people, because you're not wanting everybody to know that you are so emotionally fulfilled, because in times gone by, this is when you are when you have experienced psychic attacks. So that is everything that I am being called to channel for you today. I am now going to go into Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius. So I cannot actually remember. Oh, actually, Sagittarius, I can remember your horoscope reading. I will leave it down below. But basically, throughout this time, you are going to be really glowing up. You're going to be finding that you are able. This is going to be a great time for you, because this is going to be a time for you to focus on your career and your finances. As a Sagittarius, you love that type of thing, right? Anyway, so this is going to be a really great time for you to make sure that you are actually putting in important plans, so that when it comes to later on, when you are looking back at this time period, you have already created the foundations that you need to go ahead and do these plans, if that makes sense. Take it however it resonates for you. But I am seeing that with the death card coming out on the bottom of the deck, that this is going to be a time of deep transformation for you. So let's see what else. So I can see that you are wanting to stop focusing on what other people are doing, so that you can create these new expansive shifts within your own career, because you are someone who has been focused on what other people are doing and where other people are putting their energy, but this has caused you to be sort of caught up in conflict and chaos. And because of this, you are now taking time to actually think about how that wasn't serving you, and as you move forward, you are wanting to only go towards things that are going to help you to either improve your mental health or your physical health. And because of this, you are going to be finding that you are connecting with a lot of different people. And yeah, this is going to be a really important time for you to network and to connect with people, not only just on a business level, but on a friendship level as well. So I can see that you are, with the Knight of Swords energy coming out in the present moment, that you have been really thinking wisely about who it is that you are wanting to create positive new beginnings with. And because of this, you are walking away from times that have made you feel like you had to compete for other people's attention, and you are focusing again on your own career and your own stability, because you are realizing that even if you don't have a lot of friends around you, your career is going to be something that is really important for you, to make sure that you are paying your bills, to make sure that you are stable and happy. And because of this, you are going to be having a lot of psychic upgrades, but you're not going to want to be sharing these with other people, because oftentimes when you have shared these with other people, these ideas may have been stolen. And I am seeing that all of the things that you are feeling very passionate about, you're going to be a little bit guarded about. So you are going to be coming out with new creative projects, but you're not going to be telling people about these until after you've brought them out and things like this, because you don't want to have conflict and chaos with other people who are telling you like you're not good enough or that you can't do it. So you're going to be a little bit secretive about it. Excuse me, sorry about that. And I can see that you are also going to be overcoming a lot of challenges that you have had. So let's see what's happening in your future after this.